beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, so that we shall not perish, but have everlasting life. For our sake he made him to be sin, who knew no sin, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. For we are his handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's stream. We're back, and from last stream, we finished both sugarcane farms. So now both of them are built. We have the burnt building and both of the buildings there. So all that's left is the water wheel building, so the water collector building. I don't actually know what they'd be called. And then the pathways that go to all the different places. So I want to get that all built and done and dusted today. That's it. Maybe do a little bit of extra stuff. I don't really know what else to do after that. Probably just a couple bits of planning, try to figure out what's next. But without further ado, let's go ahead and pray. So if you will, please bow your heads with me. Dear Lord, thank you for today. Thank you for letting me be able to stream. Just pray that everything will go well and smoothly, and that I'll be able to glorify you with this. In Jesus' name, amen. Alright, sure. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and, yeah. So we did get a bunch of rockets. I think the first thing I want to do is actually nothing of what I just said I was going to do. Because I want to get a couple more Garrets, because right now I don't have a lot. So I want to do some villager stuff real quick, and I've been in this area the entirety of the last stream, which is actually about like 2 hours, so I should have a good chunk of change in here. Look at all of that. Oh, isn't that just beautiful? Alright. And I'm gonna also go back to the other one over there. Yeah, because obviously one of the things I do need to build is the pumpkin patch that goes over here. I need to terraform the ravine. I got a lot of things to work on. And also, don't forget about the side project. That is the, what's it called? I'm actually full. Well, honestly, I probably don't need all of this iron in one place, if I'm being totes honest with you. But that's a lot of iron. That's a lot of iron. That's going to do us well. And of course, it'll just build even more as we chill in the area. But yes, I will do... hopefully I have enough resources. Because I don't really need all of this. So I will actually... We'll leave a stack in that in there. Put the rest of the iron in there. Actually, do I have any emeralds in here? No, I'll leave those in there. I'll leave those in here. Just in case I need to buy something from a wandering trader. If that ever happens. Always good to start with the idiots. Get these guys. Just a little bit of emerald action there. And then we could buy exactly 36. Where's my utilities? There we go. That brings that up to 40. Which actually gives us full stack in the ender chest there. That'll be good for now. We could also always just buy the 36 when we need it, but I like to have a little bit of a stockpile. It might be worth also investing in more farmers, that way I can buy more at a time. All those kinds of things. Welcome in, Zanad. How you doing today? Bro always shows up and goes immediately to lurk, but I probably do the exact same thing if I'm being totes honest with you. Okay. Pathway time. I need to see how much coarse dirt I have. Spruce wood shouldn't be a problem. But the coarse dirt, yeah, is a little bit more of a problem. However, I do have a lot of gravel. So let me make more. Now that should be enough coarse dirt. Let's do this thing. Ironically, I'm gonna wait for this pathway because I'm gonna put a building here. So I kind of want to get the building in place first, and then do a pathway. Okay. First thing. Want to get this little area. Okay. Basically, I want to stick hugging the buildings for the most part. I don't know, I just kind of like the idea of that look. Got a shriek. Give me a second here. And so I want to have the pathway hugging the building as much as possible. That way we can do a lot more with vegetation and stuff when it comes to the riverbed. So we'll get that all done and dusted. Okay. Oop, nope. A little bit of terraforming here just to fix up this kind of area a little bit better. Oh, dang it. Let me get that to go down there. Okay. I don't know where this goes. Hold up, where does this go? That goes there. Okay. Okay. So following along the path like this. Nope, not up, not up. Okay. Do this. Did I? I did not break a torch. I thought I did. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm gonna cover this up. I like that. I think that looks good. Gotta put the torch back, though, because he's too dark over here. Let's use Tweakaroo, see what we're working with here. This needs to be buffed out a little bit. Let's do a little bit more. Like that. I think that looks good. This is where things are going to get interesting, especially with terraforming. Because I do want the pathway to basically stay on this level. I don't want that dip there to go down or anything like that. So we're going to leave it at this level. But obviously that means I now got to terraform a little bit more. I think that looks pretty good. It's a little bit straight, but maybe I'll have this actually go down into an area over here, because I really got to buff this whole area out. Make it fit a little bit better. Okay. See how this looks? We might need to buff some areas out, make it look a little bit better. For the most part, I think this will look pretty good. Pathway is not really the interesting part. And then we can buff this out as well. Kind of make it flow a little bit better. Oh, I thought that was a spot that needed light. Nope, it's just a carpet I put there. Yeah, I think that actually looks pretty good. I just need spruce for stairs and slabs over there. And then one thing I will do is, like, right here, I'm going to buff it out a little bit. Just kind of give it a little bit more texture there. That way it's not completely flat or anything like that. That's actually going to be logs. I'm probably going to need more than that. But these three should probably do it. If I'm being totes honest with you. Bop, 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 bop. Oh, is it raining right now? Sad day. Whoops. Alright, that's good, and that already has slabs. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Very nice. Alright, this thing. I'm gonna need acacia wood. So I'm definitely gonna want acacia for this build. Plop that over there. Let's dump the inventory real quick. Actually, first, before I do that, I am gonna do... Okay, good. This is going to be a really big area. Then again, they did need to bring donkeys over here. We'll leave it right there, because we'll figure out where the rest of the path will go once we actually get that area. I might change it up and add, maybe where it's wet, I'll add little, like, vegetation spots to break up the blandness of this area. I think that could look pretty good. This pathway will be fixed at the end, which actually that'll probably be something I'll do. Because like that's gonna make things flow a lot better out to there. And that makes this pathway a little bit, like, makes it make more sense than just going to this farm. You know, why not have the entrance be up here, something like that, but now you actually have something there. And of course, this will wrap around. We'll worry about the wrap around once we have the building in place. But now I gotta rethink. Okay, yeah, so this will go in the center here. This is where we'll have the donkeys on the side. And then that'll be powering the wheel. Should then go into there. And then we'll have some basins of water that are just chilling on the edge here. And we'll have, like, right here an archway. So we'll have an archway here, which is like the main thing, which will connect up to the archway that goes here, which will connect up to the path. And I'm thinking I actually want to do an archway right on the edge here for, like, the actual donkeys that'll be brought in. So I want the pathway to kind of almost merge this whole area. But we'll have, like, this area be a lot messier and muddier because that's where the donkeys go in and out of. You know what I mean? They don't work the same donkeys day and night kind of thing. They'll swap them out. I think that would make sense. Throw everything in here. Okay. We can throw that to like that. Okay. I definitely need more acacia. Oh, I have 53 right now. Though I'm still going to collect some more because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need more than just that. For everything that I need to build, all of that. So we're going to go grab some of that and start working there. Oh, did you sleep again? I do gotta think of exactly what I want to do with this building. Because this is not standard design. It'll have to be somewhat of a 2-story building. That's for sure. And the reason for that is because of the water wheel. So we'll need it to be a little bit on the bigger side. That shouldn't be a problem. The hard part is knowing, like, what to do. Probably do the kind of the similar thing there. I might do, a tough and stone kind of bottom. And maybe use more stones since the tough blocks aren't out yet. And then I can swap it back later. Actually, no. I'll just make it all out of tough. And then I will put in, like, stone stairs. It won't look super great to start. But once the tough blocks come out in 1.20.1, be able to swap that over and make it look really nice. And I think that'll match very well. But until then, we kind of just gotta wait. And that'll also help texturify some of the areas that I got going on. I am actually kind of running out of acacia trees in this area to chop down. Because I've started to get rid of so many of them. Got it. And of course all the oak. This area is beginning to get a little bit flat. I'm just saying. Okay, that should probably be good for now. If I need more, I can always get more. And I almost have, like, this whole area lit up, too, which is kind of crazy to think about. Okay. Let me grab logs and throw all of that in the logs. And then put these saplings away. I don't really need them, so away. Okay. So this is where I gotta think, okay? This is where I gotta think, because I gotta know exactly what I'm building here. Okay. Plonkus. Right. I think I like the shape, so I think we'll stick with it. Let's see. This is where things get a little challenging. Because not all of this is on the same grounds. This, of course, is in the ocean. Which I actually have a really cool idea of how I can make it look interesting. I'll use spruce, stripped spruce, in there because acacia and spruce have kind of the same hue to them. So it might actually look like it's just wet acacia, especially with the context that we're giving it, rather than looking like spruce. But I gotta figure out where is the floor going to be. Probably at this level. The floor will be at this level. Alright. So that means you actually got a lot of terraforming to do. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Want a 5-block gap for the thing. And then I'll have another 5-block gap here. I lied. Even though I have this here, we're not going to put the 5-block gap there. Because I want this to go about there. So we'll still have the one entrance be... We'll have one block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another block. So we'll have the donkey entrance here. Then we'll have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that actually works out really nicely. Then we'll have the other entrance here. Where this will be the, like where people walk. We'll have a little bit of a wall in here. I think I'm actually going to put an archway on the inside of here. Maybe not. No, I won't. We'll just have it open. But we'll have like a specific spot for you to put your donkeys and all of that to get them in there. So we'll do that. Which means that this bottom section actually has to be quite tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks tall. Maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let me grab some tuff, actually. Let me grab some tuff and some stone stairs. So I can start mapping out what that's supposed to look like. And I also need cobblestone, because we're going to do the same kind of cobblestone-y bottom section. And then we'll make it wet and mossy. Unfortunately, we won't be using tuff for the wet look, because we're going to be using tuff as other parts of the building. Right. So I'm thinking like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't grab the stairs. That seems a little too big. And then up there we can have... Oh, I missed. Okay. I gotta ease into it. And so up here... have the next spot. Okay, hold on. Let me grab them stairs. Plonk that over. As I need those to figure out the arch. What the heck is an arch? The arc. They're gonna put there, which really I think I'm only gonna use stairs to get that look. Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah, it looks nasty. Alright, let me try to get the stone brick. Stone bricketh. Okay, see how this looks. If it doesn't look good with the stairs and slabs, then I will have it all be stone. I think I'd want to do that. You know, I don't think it's that bad. Like, one thing I could do also to help the stone brick match a little bit better is to put stone brick mixed in with the tuff like this. That way it kind of looks like it's meant to be a part of, like, the stone brick is actually supposed to be there. And then once we get the tuff blocks, we can swap it over to actually be tuff. No, I just won't use tuff. I'm going to switch it over to stone, because I don't think it looks good, because the tuff is too green. So, but I do want this to be... Come on. There we go. Dagnabbit. Now I gotta fix that. Forge. Come in. Dagnabbit. I did it again, trying to get over. Alright, well, it's fixed. I don't really need wheat right now, so I'm gonna toss it. We get quite a lot of wheat and stuff from that. Okay. Let me grab stone. It's not the end of the world. And honestly, I might be too lazy to change it. I don't think it'll actually look that bad as stone. I just really like the way the tuff looks. Yeah, that... Oh, yeah, that looks a lot better. So that's where I'll have the donkeys go in. And I need to shriek. I don't know why I put that away. I didn't need to. So we'll kind of see what this is gonna... Let's see. That's one block too high. Ooh. Oh, it was correct. Why did it look taller from that angle? Oh, well. No biggie. That doesn't belong in there. That... Not there, bruh. Okay, get this out of my inventory. I think I actually like that. I like the fact that this one's bigger than this one, even though this was accidentally a mistake. Because this one's meant for people. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 1. I don't know, there's something about this one. I think this does need to be taller. I don't know, it feels too short to me. Oop. Okay, yeah, that definitely looks a lot better. Okay, that looks a whole lot better. Yeah, I like that better. I'm not sold about this arc, though. Is it just this? Hold on, let me... Oh, no, not that. Let me do that. No, something's still wrong about this. So if you make it wider, you need to make it taller. That's the issue. Which then makes the people one way bigger than the one for the donkeys. Which I guess actually, now that I think about it, it would make sense. Because if there are barrels of water in there, then you'd want to get carts into this area, right? So maybe this is why, so you could bring, you could carry the barrels. Though I just realized it's a very narrow path for a cart to fit through, so you're probably not bringing it through there. You'd want to be bringing it on the outside, through the other gate. I don't know. Well, I think it looks good where it's at. Let me do that, just because I didn't like the way that looked. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, this is where things get weird. Because obviously, at this layer... it's where all this stuff comes in. Oh boy, this is gonna make things challenging. Because the ground is right there, so it's gonna go like immediately on an uphill slant. Oofers. Well, if I do one of these big old doors like this, I think that could actually work. So I'm thinking like, let me go right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Welcome on in, J-Dog. I don't know which one's right or not, so I'm just gonna do it manually. How you doing today? I did need to go up 1 block. That's fine. I'll worry about that later. So if I do that, and I am out of those, make more, and I can make more of that. Okay. Good work was not the best, but got to have food and come in. What? Oh, have come food in me? What? But glad to have come food in me. That doesn't English right. Well, I'm glad you had, what'd you have for dinner then? What was the meal of, satisfaction? Okay, so that goes there. Which means that this goes back. So, cool, okay. So, like, I could actually have this, going up, because the floor is going to be here. So, obviously, none of this. Can't be having any of that in here. You know what? That's not terrible. I can... to get food in me. I understood what you meant. But... the wording was a little confusing. Some leftover venison and mushroom roast. Nice. Did you hunt the deer yourself? Or did you, actually, yeah, you would have to. I don't think you can buy it. Unless you know farmers. Then you could maybe have gotten it from them. Yeah, the words are hard. English is the most difficult language. Or, no. Mandarin's the most difficult. And I think English is second for, like, languages to learn. But Mandarin's only hard because it's got a lot of... well, I guess English is hard because it's got all the rules. all the rules that don't actually apply that always have exceptions. I might add other posts in these walls. I'm not sure yet. Well, actually, no, not in this. Not in this one, because we'll have the wheel, so we'll have something that breaks it up, so. I think my dad killed this specific one, but I hunt, yeah. Nice. My dad also hunts. He actually recently got into it, but we just moved, so we might have to refigure out everything, because now we're in Virginia and not Pennsylvania anymore. Coolio. Okay. Not having a floor makes life slightly challenging. Okay, I need some spruce, and I'm gonna need more. So I'm thinking, how's that look? Oh, wow, that is perfect. That is actually perfect. Wow. It looks like acacia with the water. That's amazing. Okay, do I like it better with... Okay, I definitely like it better with the one up there. I don't like that this gets in there, because then it breaks the immersion. I do actually have one more. Which is the one... well, you're not going to see this one. Okay, gotta get rid of... Gotta get rid of all this stone. Gotta replace it with cobblestone and mossy cobblestone. Which I'm actually gonna need. Whoops. Nope, I am building this right. So did you, J-Dog, did you catch anything this last season? Because I know my dad was struggling to get some. He didn't get a deer this last season. I don't think he did. Yeah, that's a little low for a wheel. I need more cobble. I need a shriek first. Where's my bed? There she is. Okay. But I think that building, that's probably going to be one of the biggest buildings we might actually have in the area. Just because I need to fit everything. Ooh, I am really low on cobble, but this is probably enough. No, not last year. With me being away for college, it made it tough to find time to deer hunt. Nah, that's valid. What year are you for college? If I don't know how much information you do or don't want to give, so... I just finished my freshman year, so I will be sophomore this upcoming year. Don't worry, I'll fix the inconsistencies there. Just want to get like a baseline of cobble down, and then I'll probably do the texturing of the cobble later. I just want to get like a general build done. We can worry about detailing later. Ironically, this part will probably be one of the most detailed parts of any of the builds here, because all of them are relatively bland and in a sense, boring. Which is slightly intentional. But only slightly. Nice, I'm a junior age, but a senior with credit. Gotcha. Dude, there was a guy on my hall who was 17 and a senior by credit. Dude was insane. Actually, I don't... even need to go that low, now that I think about it. Because the floor is here, right? Yeah. Whoops, that doesn't go there. So you're going to be graduating this next year? Unless you already graduated then this year. Okay. 1.5 years, gotcha. Okay. I gotta figure out what the floor is gonna be in here. Then grad school, I have a while. What's your major? Have you shared what you're going into? Yes. I just changed my major, but I will be film production and content development. It was IT game design, and I still have a minor in linguistics as part of that. I didn't change that. That stayed. I'm very excited because I'm actually taking my introduction to linguistics course this next semester. Chemistry, oof. So, fun story. I took chemistry as one of my science credits because I was like, I did well in chemistry in high school, so this will be fun and enjoyable. I did not realize how difficult. Whoops, that's how difficult chemistry was in college. So it is a stain on my report card because I got a D in chemistry. Very sad, very sad. And that brought my GPA way down as well, so that was also slightly peeved about that one. Have you done organic chemistry? I heard that's notoriously hard. Like, you have chemistry on its own, and then you add organic to it, and now it's, like, exponentially difficult. And what do you plan to do with chemistry? College gen chemistry is difficult, yeah. What's your goal with it? Like, are you planning on going into medicine, science? Do you want to do, like, biochem kind of stuff where you're, making vaccines and all of that? Or you just really liked the subject, so... Okay. I'm going to worry about the details of the water wheel and stuff. I'm going to leave this here for detailing. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to go out on the outside and fix that. I would probably go into R&D department at some company. Pretty solid. Is there like a specific company you'd like love to work for? Or you don't really care where you go because you love the work itself? Nope, don't care. That's pretty solid. You don't know yet. You're just gonna kind of wing it when you get there? Because that's probably what I'm gonna do. With content development and film, it's kind of one of those where, yeah, you don't really know until you get there. Though, luckily, not as difficult schoolwork. Okay, cool beans. We'll worry about, like, the terraforming of all this bottom section and the riverbed and all of that at a later date. Then that's pretty nice. I like that. I like that. Okay, so now it's got to come some planning. One, we have the upper portion of the area. Which, you know what I might do? Which, unfortunately, if you notice, things aren't lined up nicely. But what I might do is actually put a roof on this section and only have this part be popped out a little bit for all the mechanical of this wheel. Because Because basically we'll have the donkeys in the middle here that'll be spinning the wheel. And they'll be spinning the wheel back and forth. But I don't exactly know how the wheel will spin. Because obviously it's going to spin about the side of this. As you can see here, I want to have the wheel kind of here. And then a kind of funnel that'll go into the side. That'll actually like bring the water. So it'll bring water out from this side and then dump it into this side. And it'll go in to a barrel in here. So we'll have like this barrel. And then maybe we'll have like a barrel here. And maybe another barrel outside or two. That kind of signify that clearly they were doing some stuff over there. One thing I do need, though, I need a floor for this place. So I'm going to dump my inventory off. I don't know what I want to do for a floor, though. I haven't thought that far. Like, my first thought is standard, typical, spruce floor. But would it make more sense to have a stone floor with this? I know where the donkeys are going to be. It's going to be like dirt. Trying to think what would be the best option for the floor. So I'd say just do spruce, but well, then again, I have the pathway that'll go right through it. You know what I mean? So maybe it should just remain dirt and mud. Because they didn't bother with a floor. They kind of built the building, but they're like, we're working in here. We don't need a floor. I could do an oak floor and then mix bits of like spruce as wet wood. Don't know how well that would work since our roof is going to be spruce. Because I was also thinking for the upper section, instead of doing the typical granite at that section, doing oak like we've been doing, and then figuring something else for the A-frame part of the roof. That's kind of my thought process right now. I don't know yet. Oops, that was the wrong button. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do something that might seem redundant, but I'm gonna put the pathway in. We're gonna do the pathway. And in a little bit, we're going to get a Coke, because I'm getting quite thirsty. I need rejuvenation. But I kind of want to figure out where... I forgot I terraformed this area. So the nice thing about, like, if you want to terraform an area... Don't worry about it, whether or not it's going to look good or anything like that. Just get the general framework of it, because when you put buildings and stuff on it, you're going to totally forget you even touched the area in terms of the terrain, because it gets so covered up that it's just cash chilling. Like, remember we had the mound that was up here. We had this, which was inset to the ground, right? And, like, you can still see, like, it goes up and everything, but you kind of miss everything because you have so many buildings and stuff that you forget what it looked like before. Like, we had the lava pool back here, the mound that went up there, and all of that, and kind of that kind of stuff. Okay, I do gotta think about the pathway. That goes right here. So that's where things get interesting. Kind of sucks that this goes immediately up. Welcome back in, Denalid. How you doing today? You kinda lurked right as I asked you the question. It's a little tango we do. You pop in and say howdy, and then you lurk right as I ask you how your day is. Nah, but it's chill though. Okay. This bend was not as good as I thought it was going to be, but that is okay. We can get rid of the framing in here. Because I don't really need that anymore. I know exactly what I want to put in here. And I can also get rid of this now that I have somewhat of a floor down. Let me just throw that in there. Sorry, it's often frantic around here. No, that's valid. You do live stream today, so it makes sense. Okay. Yeah, okay. And I know what I want to put over here. This is where the wheel goes with the donkeys. That'll actually move the wheel out yonder. And I'm not going to worry at all about the fact that we have water down there, because we're going to have the floor way up here, and I'm not planning on going down here. Day was good, just work and stuff mainly. No, that's valid. This part of the pathway is going to get kind of weird. The great thing about this, though, actually I want to do that. The great thing about working here is I'm loading my sugarcane farms very nicely. Whoop, don't want to waste my coarse dirt now, do I? You know, one thing that might be worth doing as well is going through and fixing some of the paths and making them more lived on, you know? Because right now I kind of feel like the paths just exist and they're just very clean. When, like, I kind of want to make it look like some areas have been walked on more to tell the story of, like, where traffic has been and all of that kind of stuff. Because I think that would be kind of cool. Right now, it's just kind of very bland. In my opinion. But I'm going to pop this out a little bit, even though I don't really need to. Just to add that little extra bit of texturing. Cool. Though I did just run out of coarse dirt, so hold on, let me grab some more. I wasn't done. I think I'm going to finish up this bit of the path, and then we'll grab a Coke. And I'll head back. Whoa. Was it me, or did I just see something flying in the background there? Well, I actually might need these. Hold on. Let me keep the grass in my inventory. We can throw the dirt away, though. Not away. I want to still keep it. And look at that. Already I'm almost completely out of coarse dirt again. Well, this is the last bit of coarse dirt that I have. And I'm probably not even close to done using it, so we'll need more. The only issue with doing oak in the second layer is that I have to, ooh, this is dirt. Okay. Oh, I totally forgot to do something that I was supposed to do earlier today. Hopefully I remember to do that after this. Always remember those kinds of things the worst times. Supposed to apply for a job somewhere. And I got reminded at dinner time. But unfortunately, I left Impulse's live stream up and running, ready for me when I got back. Okay. This looks dumb if it does not connect. So now I have to connect it. That's fine. I'm gonna put something on top of it anyways. Okay. Let me grab some spruce. And top of the cherry. Like, how well are these working? Look at that. Woo! We have that coming out 3 ways, that same speed. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. So the pathway kind of comes through here. Oh, I like that. I like that it goes through the building. And look at all of that area here. I gotta do vegetation. Ooh, the vegetation here is actually should be dead. Now that I think about it, because the heat from this... Well, no, not exactly, because, like, this survived, so... I'm thinking maybe a couple mangrove roots around, and maybe, like, around this, but then have it vegetated normally. Maybe not, like, a crazy amount of bush, but, like, decent amount. Okay. So, like, I also can't forget about the fact that I also need to, I also got to bring the pathway here, because the donkeys are going to go there. But we can make the outside part of this a little bit more roughed up over here. I am going to need more coarse dirt. Yeah, I think I might just have this whole inside bit be dirt, if I'm being totes honest with you. And I won't really keep the pathway inside here. I'll mess it up with everything else in the flow of traffic kind of thing. But I am going to need a lot more coarse dirt, so I'm low on gravel. But I think I have some at my quarry, so I could go and grab gravel from there and bring it back. But yeah, once I get all that dirt in place, I can start thinking about some of the inside stuff. This bit here is very tight. I wonder what would happen if I pushed it out to here. Which would be 1, 2, 3. Which would be 3 blocks over. Which ironically is like the same amount of space that this requires. But that would give us some more space in here to actually work with the water basins and all of that that would be being collected. Because I feel like this is very small for movement. There's no space to like I'd think you'd have one in here that's getting filled up, one up here that's emptying, and then, you know, you take this one, move it out and over, you push that one in. I think we'll still be fine, even if it is a little bit shorter. Just a little bit that goes out, like, where it's getting collected would be good. But that way, this lines up with that, and we actually have a square here that we can put the other section on top, and then this would go across. I don't know if I'd do, like, an A-frame that matches into this, kind of thing. I think I might just do, like, it'll just go straight up, and just kind of go like that. You know, just like a shed style. But I think that's probably going to be best. I'm going to get the floor in first, and then I'm going to move things over. And I'm out of course dirt. Okay, throw that in there. And I'm going to drop off my inventory, and I need to get gravel and all that kind of stuff. But it's also 8 o'clock, so I'm going to grab myself a Coke. Get myself all situated with that. Okay. Gonna streak first, though. Alright, on the 8th. I'll be right back. Whoops, that's not the right button. Whoops. There we go. I'll be right back. Okay, I returned. I returned with the Coke. Let me open it far away. And well, actually, now I sit pretty far from my computer, so I'm pretty safe doing it from here. Okay, get ready. Ready. Mm. Mm. That was good stuff. All right. Refreshed, rejuvenated, all the good stuff. Okay. Let's see. Need gravel. What about rockets? Oh, I used them all. That's where. Ah. Okay. That's fine. Now we don't really have to worry about rockets because we have a lot of gunpowder from our last AFK session, and we now have sugarcane farms. The only issue is that the gunpowder doesn't flow in slowly but surely, so we do have to wait for it a little bit. Okay. Where's the gravel? Oh, that's pitiful. That's a pitiful amount of gravel. Sure, I'll take the dirt as well while I'm here, and the granite. Oh, that's a... Man, these are pitiful amounts of resources compared to what I need. It might be worth going caving for gravel. You can get quite a lot. I mined all the gravel that's in that area. I don't really think I can find more. This, however, might be enough coarse dirt to finish. I don't think it will, though. It might be. We'll work with it. Try to get that all settled. I really like how this is blocking us in here, because that is exactly what I wanted it to do. And it's working very nicely. Alright, so if you're wondering exactly what this donkey thing is that I keep mentioning that's going to go here, what this is exactly is because we don't have electricity, this water wheel isn't creating electricity, but it's actually, this is a water plant. We're collecting water from the river to use for plumbing and for just general drinking water, all that kind of stuff. We're pure, you know, we can purify it and all that. I don't know, can you? Okay, actually looks like we will have enough coarse dirt, so that's good news. We'll actually switch out a lot of this for other things like the rude dirt, regular dirt, all that kind of jazz. So we'll have more. But yeah, so if you know from Pirates of the Caribbean, when Jack goes and finds Will Turner in that area for the blacksmith and to like have the heat part pumping and everything, they have that. We're basically going to do that. Also, I think by pushing this over by a couple of blocks will definitely make the proportions feel a lot better. Which, luckily, the movement of this won't be nearly that difficult. We don't have to tear anything down. We just have to go here. Or we will have to tear stuff down, I lied. Because I have to tear this down. Oh boy. Because what I have to do... So like the water wheel where we have it planned right now is not getting affected at all by that. I forgot where the teardown was, so... And now I gotta rethink everything. Not to mention the fact that this also now has to move, but we'll worry about that. Let's just get one wall at a time moved over. So now we have that there, so we'll have to go bonk, bonk. Okay. Actually, I think if anything, we'll gain wood from this than lose it. No. I'm gonna be down one. Aw, I needed that. And I don't have quite enough of that. Well, I'm not using this. Wait, where's the other one? Hold on, I'm terraforming. There we go. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Coolio Beanio. I do need to swap these over. Coolio Beanio. Cool. Okay. Ooh. And I do need a little bit more stuff. Whoa! Lots of people coming in on the YouTube side. What's up, everybody? Welcome in Infamous Potato, Lucas Larry, and J Wood Builds. So we got Lucas, JW. Yeah, we'll call you JW. That actually sounds kind of cool. And Infamous. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today? I am building a water collection area for the prairie area. So we're gonna have a water wheel, and so we'll have the water wheel on this back end area here, which will be pushing water to water basins that'll be collected and moved around here, and we're gonna have a spinning wheel here with donkeys on it to move the water wheel itself, because we don't have any electricity in this prairie area, as a prairie area would. So I do need to move this like over one. That's good. I like the style you're going with. Thank you very much. I do really like prairie style because it's very simple. And sometimes it can be kind of bland, but I kind of like that. I'm going more of the vibe and the feel than I am in like heavy detailing. My next project, after I finish this whole area, we're going to convert the whole savanna that we have going on here, all the way around here, this whole savanna area, into this prairie style. And so I have, like, I'm going to have it kind of sectioned off in farms. So I have the 4 wheat fields, except this one is where our nether portal is. But we have the 4 wheat fields, and we're blocking off the farms that go over here with all these buildings. So that way the wheat is its own separate area. Then I have, that's going to be a pumpkin patch, our iron farm. So I'll probably do pumpkin patch and stuff there, maybe a melon patch and all that. I'll do a bunch of silos, and I'll have pumpkin and melon farms in those silos. I don't know if the little like 9x9 or 3x3, sorry, 9 in terms of how many blocks are in there. The 3x3 pumpkin melon farms, if those work still or not, and I need to know how to build them. And we'll have a bunch of those kind of back here area-ish. Yeah, so I think I'll have pumpkin melon farming going on back here. And then we'll have buildings kind of cross here, you know, cut up this area and kind of come to where this guy is. That's what I'm thinking. And then a couple more buildings that go to the back here. And so, like, right here, I'm going to have another farm, maybe carrots. Or actually, I have carrots down there, so carrots will stay over there. But maybe potatoes will go there. And so that's kind of how I'm going to split everything up. What do I need? I need cobblestone. I've been learning color theory in Minecraft just for Bizzle. Dude, it's the hunt for color theory is real, dude. Especially when you watch B-Dubs and his building. Like, you need color theory. Like, It's crazy. Well, one of the things I just did that, like B-dubs, is acacia and stripped spruce, so the same kind of tone. So I used stripped spruce logs as wet acacia for the bits that go in the water. And from close up, you can tell that they're very different, but from far away, it does look like acacia logs are actually in the water, which looks really, really cool. So let me swim over here. Like, from here, it looks like there's acacia in there that's just wet and darker. But, like, that darkness down there matches the color up here, which I think is amazing. Just the way that kind of optical illusion is. It looks like there's acacia in there, but it's all not acacia, it's spruce. So that's pretty cool. Okay, well, this is number 1, and I think that was a very good idea to do that, because now this whole area feels very proportional, right? This doesn't seem so small anymore. This side still feels a little bit small, but not a heavy amount of small. I think it's workable since we just need a little bit of water to, like, come in. We'll have a basin be there. I'm making a soul slick, or soul, I'm assuming you meant soul sand in Minecraft right now. Or soul slick. What's soul slick? If that is actually, if that's not a typo. In Minecraft right now, I need all the inspo I can get. No, that's valid. Yeah. That's why I love watching Hermitcraft and, like, watching all these really good builders. Because it gives you all, like, there's so much inspiration to take from there. Okay, I need to think. Let me dump my inventory. And I need to figure out what the next step should be for this interior. Dark Souls, Elden Ring. Gotcha. Okay. That's pretty cool. I've never played Elden Ring or any, like, Dark Souls kind of game. So I'm not very familiar with that style, but I know, I mean, it's very dark. Very dark and almost like a gothic kind of style with the building and that. So that's kind of cool. Let's see. I need wood, which is outside. I think I'm going to start planning where the wheels are going to go. That's the wood box. I want to use oak for these wheels. I don't think I'm going to need that. I do need those. So I'm thinking... It's just kind of the center. This is the center of that. Nah, this is not the center. So one... So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. That is the center. Here. I'm gonna use the wood. Perfect. It's a very... Oh, I learned color theory from Mario Maker too. Very gritty, gothic. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Mario Maker 2. That's a interesting choice for color theory. What for? Like, Mario Maker... That's very interesting. Like, pixel art, kind of. Probably need to bump this up by a block. If I'm being totes honest with you. No, that's a little too tall. Bring her back down. Bring her back down. Spooky souls. It definitely very spooky. I mean, speaking of spooky, been thinking a lot about Phasmophobia lately. I think that's good. And then I need more. Throw the torch back up there. I'm just gonna let the viewers decide on the name for the project. That's a good way to go. I have a pretty cool YouTube, oop, I don't need sticks. I need more of this. A new YouTube series that I'm thinking about coming out with. So be on the lookout for that. I really want to get back into YouTube videos, and now I finally found something I can actually make YouTube videos on. Okay. Actually, this torch is distracting me. Throw that over there. Doesn't really need to be lit up in the air since I'm working here. And I always sleep, so. Light only matters later. Okay. So here's the wheel. We'll have donkeys on either side. Kind of getting that. The thing is I want this raised up like half a block. But I can't do that unless I use slabs. Which I don't think slabs would give the same kind of look. Oh, you know what I could do, though? Instead of raising the area up, I could lower the ground. Because I feel like sometimes they'll have it on the ground, but they'll have it, like, lowered a little bit where the wheel spins. And I could try to emulate that a little bit. Hold up, I'm kind of cooking right now. Let me get some of that, let me get some of that. We probably don't need that. That should be good, actually. I'm trying to read chat, and I'm running into a wall. Kind of more so to make dirt and ice and things like that more detailed, less repetitive. Wait, hold up. Kind of more so to take dirt and ice and things like that, make it more detailed. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I had to remember which thing it was going to. Right, that's the Mario Maker. Okay. Not there. I don't want to waste coarse dirt, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, yeah, I like that. Now I just need... Hold up. How did I place that through that gap? That's impressive. Give me that. Okay. It's gonna be a lot of silence because I gotta think. I don't mind wasting a little bit of stone. Something like that. Alright. Okay. You seeing the vision? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Like that. It's like this thing spins. I'm gonna get 2 donkeys, and I'm put them on either side, right? So this will go up. We're gonna have this square here, if you can kind of see the square, popped up, and then we're gonna have this part slope up into the popped out bit. And I don't know, maybe something mechanical is happening up there. I don't really know. Actually, you know what? Smell and heat might actually be why there's that there. Oh, what? Oh, no. I somehow misaligned this. Hold up. The center is not centered. But we have an idea now, so we can work with this. I have to recenter this. I messed up the centering when I kept messing up the placement. I gotta get the center back. Hold up. So the center. Yeah, that actually makes life easy, because that's the center. Center's actually here. Center's here. Whoops-a-daisy. Let me fix this. Whoops, that's not where that goes. Hold up. When this is centered, it'll actually look good. Because it'll actually make some more sense. Right? Yeah, that's better. I want it centered with this, because we're obviously going to have the wheel right there. Okay. We'll worry about the wheel a little bit later. Okay, I think that actually looks natural. We'll get that all over. And let's see. That is centered. Now, it's not centered on this, so sorry for people with OCD. It's not centered on this, but this is where the donkeys will be brought in to get that all situated. Yes, I do. It should be in the description. There should be a link to the Discord. If you want to go ahead and go there. And it should also be a link to the Twitch channel. I'm live on both YouTube and Twitch right now. And so Twitch will be linked there. Discord, as well as the resource pack and stuff that I use, should also now be linked there. Because I realized that wasn't originally there. And somebody was actually asking me what I used. So I figured I'd put that there since I can't do commands in YouTube, but I can in Twitch. Okay, I like this. I'm going to worry about, like, the rest of this kind of thing. I gotta think how exactly this is gonna work. Okay. Because, like, I have this going up, but the wheel's there. So I gotta figure out how the two connect. Decorating is very time consuming. It's like 6 hours and 60 seconds on a section. Dang. That's a very weird way to phrase that. 6 hours and 60 seconds. But that's 60 seconds is a minute. It's like exaggeration of time without actually lying about how much time you spend. We don't want to make something sound like crazy. Like, I've been doing this for 24 months. It's like, that's just 2 years. I'm like, yeah. Just that exaggeration of time. Alright, throw all this in there. Let me think. Okay, so we got the wheel. Got that start. I think that looks pretty decent for that. Your favorite part of building is the detailing interior design. It is pretty fun, though I will say interior design is extremely difficult because you don't want to put so much that it's cluttered, but you also don't want to put too little. Welcome in, Jay Wood, on the Twitch side. On both sides. Okay. Oof. I'm being overloaded. I don't know what to do next. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. The sad thing is on YouTube, you can't do any of those, like, follower or subscriber kind of things. Like, if somebody subscribes to me on YouTube, I don't know if there's a way to link it to the stream where it'll actually pop up. If there's a browser source or anything like that. But, like, Twitch has it all integrated. Like, YouTube may allow for live streaming, but Twitch is still the better for live streaming just because it's got all the features. Whereas YouTube is very minimal. It just allows you to do stuff. You'll be getting a sub after my Prime cooldown is. Ooh, well, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Oh, there's too many thoughts going through my brain. Okay, let's take a break on this. I know I want to put a beam of acacia over here. Oh, good. I don't have to jump for all of this. I know I want to do that, so I'm going to do that. I kind of want to have rafters up here. So I'm going to do this. Just because this also allows for that box kind of that I was talking about. So now this is its own section compared to the other sections. I don't think I'm actually going to put a rafter right in the middle. What I'll be doing too on the side. Alright, so the middle's here, so like 1, 2. We'll do 1 there, so that's 3. And then 2. So if we do 1, 2, 3, we'll do that. That way it's still even without having to worry about anything. And then obviously we'll do 1 there. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 right there. And actually, I think that'll probably be enough for the rafters. I don't think I need to do anything crazy with them. This should get the general look down. I just realized this is not lined up with anything. Actually. Nope. This is not lined up with anything. So either A, I move this wooden beam over to be lined up with this. That'll actually make that its own little box. Or I line it up with this. Oh, I see what I did there, though. So I have 2 and 2. So if I move it over to right here, that'll break that. So I think I'm going to move it so that way it lines up over here. I think I'd much rather have it lined up here. Okay. That'll look a lot better, and that'll line up a lot better. And then I can... Whoops, not coarse dirt. Bonkus. Okay. Yeah, that's going to work. It looks a little weird here, but I don't think that's horribly weird because this is right near a corner. That I think this still works out very well. Okay. I'm going to need more acacia, though. I am low on the acacias. I will say, that thins this area out. It makes this feel very thin. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Okay. Well, I need more acacia to finish that off. Yeah, okay. Let me go on an acacia chopping spree. Because I do need the acacia. So we're take all of them down. My bad. Okay. Get that all situated. Bonkus. Bonk. Okay. Tree chopping time. I'm not gonna lie, as slow and sometimes painful tree chopping is, Minecraft did a good job of making it, like, satisfying. Like, the sound of it is very nice. That it's not that bad to do it. You know, like, you have acacia trees that are really annoying because there's no way to automatically farm them because of their shape. But they're not that bad. Like, maybe in mass quantities, it could be pretty rough. But in smaller quantities, it's not bad. It's very, very satisfying to chop down all these trees. So that's always, like, a good thing. I'm probably actually also going to need a lot more oak as well, because I plan to make the second floor of this water area, water factory. I don't know, what would you call it? Watermill? Watermill! Yes, that's exactly it. Watermill. I knew there was a name. I knew there was a name for this type of building, but I could not remember what it was. It's a watermill. Okay. There we go. Did I get the... I did not get the guys that are up there. I also got to figure out what to do with this back area here, because I don't really have any plans for back here. It just kind of exists. It just is. You know what I mean? Okay, this is getting us a decent amount of oak. The other thing that would be good to look forward to is custom trees as well. I soon want to start building some custom trees for this area because I don't have, like, it's fun to build custom trees, especially when you watch B-dubs build an entire forest. That all you want to do now is build custom trees. But I want to improve my custom tree game, and I think figuring out what, like, a prairie-style tree looks like would be a pretty good idea. You know what I've also really noticed? A lot of the newer buildings that I'm putting in don't have any windows at all. And, like, this watermill is no exception to that. There's just no windows. Why do I not build windows? That's weird. I just noticed that. Like, my sugarcane farms don't have windows because it's a farm in there. My wool farms don't have windows because, well, it's a wool farm. And then you have, you know, the watermill, which won't have windows. But it makes up for it because, like, that'll have a lot of openings in it. So, like, you'll still get all of that open area. But no windows. What's your favorite Minecraft mob? And custom trees are W's. That is true. If you can make them right. Trying to do a custom tree and it don't look right. I don't know if you call that thing a W, but my trees are decent, but they're definitely a long way to go. I'll need you later, Donkey. Favorite mob? I gotta answer that question. I'd probably just say wolf, because wolves are my favorite animal in general. But, like, I rarely ever work with wolves or anything like that. Unless you, like, do you want all mobs or, like, a hostile mob or a passive mob? Like, are you looking for, like, one of those specifically? Yeah, because I'd probably just go with wolf, because I love wolves in real life. My name before this was Doug Wolf Destroy. So, which I'm still Doug. SDK is kind of like the organization, but I, as like the character, am Doug. So if you ever want to refer to me, SDK is a little bit of a mouthful, so you can always just refer to me as Doug. And that's with 2 U's, by the way, just to clarify. Don't ask why. There's no true meaning behind it. It just is. That was young me. Either I just liked the way it looked, or I didn't know how to spell Doug and thought that's how it was spelt. Both are very valid possibilities. Honestly, I like the way the creeper looks for hostile mob. I think the creeper is a cool hostile mob. Just the concept of it. Like, it explodes. It's a very unique mob. And it's a very unique monster in the whole monster universe. Like, you don't really have creatures that explode upon impact. You know what I mean? I guess, like, you could have, like, a goblin that has bombs strapped on it. That kind of stuff. But that's not the same kind of thing. Because the creature itself doesn't have exploding built into it like a creeper does. So I think creepers are just, like, really cool, really unique in the way that they are. Plus, like, the story behind how the creeper came about is also really cool. Is, like, they were trying to get, I think, villagers built. Or pigs. No, it was pigs. It was a messed up pig skin. That they just messed up the model. And then they got the creeper. And said, you know what, let's keep it. And, you know, now it's like, imagine if they didn't keep creepers. Imagine if creepers were not a thing. Like, the creeper face, all of that. I don't think Minecraft would be... it might not even have gotten as popular. Like, the creeper was so unique and different that it wildly changed the way people look at the game. Like, it was very new, very unique. It was something no one has ever really seen before. And it's now, like, you think of it, you can't think of Minecraft without the creeper. And, like, lots of people know what a creeper is. Like, you show them the creeper face and they'll know exactly what that is. They'll be like, oh yeah, that's a creeper. You know what I mean? It's a great marketing tool and merchandise tool. It's crazy. I mean, you look at my skin. Just look at my skin. Speaking of the creeper, literally have the creeper there, and then on the back I have you can't see it really because the cape. Hold up. You have the explosion on the back, creeper on the front, explosion on the back. Also, I really like the Vex wings, but the only issue is when you have the cape on, you can't see the Vex wings anymore, which is always a sad day. But hey, it's fine. This still looks pretty cool. I like this cape. It definitely suits me very well. You know what? For the longest time, I've always wanted capes. Like, I always wanted my own cape, but, like, the only one that was ever possible to get was the Optifine cape, because you could pay money to them, and then they'd give you a cape as like a reward for donating, kind of thing. And so, like, you'd buy that, and you do that, which I never had the money to be able to afford it. I was like, I can't, like, there's no reason for me to do this. It's not worth it. And the Optifine cape was just OF on there. It really wasn't a cool cape, but, like, yeah, it was kind of mid. And then once the migration and stuff started, that's when, like, I got 3 different capes from that. And now I actually have 4 in total, because I have the one I'm wearing, which is not the Migrator cape, but it's if you owned Bedrock and Java Edition before they merged into one purchase, you got this cape. And I owned both of them beforehand. I started on Bedrock for about 4 years, and then I moved to Java once I got a computer, and I've been playing Java for the past 5-6 years now. I'd reckon I probably have enough Acacia on there. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead over there. Also, the accent changing happens normally. It's natural. Don't freak out. If you're on the Twitch side of things, I do have a Channel Point Redemption. Here you can change my accent. You can just change my accent. There's a redeem for that. So feel free to use that, and I'll do a special accent. I do have a command that tells you which accents I can actually do, because I can't do them all. But pretty much all English accents I can do. Okay. Sorry. I had a notification on Discord. I had to get rid of it. I don't know about you, but, like, seeing that red 1 on Discord annoys me. So I always, like, if I see that thing, I gotta get rid of it as quickly as possible. I don't know about y'all, but that's just me. Like, I gotta get rid of that. It annoys me, just seeing the notification there. Oh, another reason for removing this space here is so that we can actually build something in that space. Okay, I will say the rafters, these two, I don't know. I don't really like the way that looks. This is a 2-blocker. Oofers. I just can't really do anything about that. This is probably good. Yeah. I think for rafters, this works very well. Okay. Oh, I missed, but I still am in the air. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm not going to do this again. That's only the bottom one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other thing I gotta do, I do have to bring these down, because I'm gonna put essentially an entire building up there. There's a new helmet cosmetic that you can only get with the purchase of a $95 Minecraft bike. Dang, that's something. This is kind of tight for the donkeys, but we'll make them work with it. They're not getting paid, so we don't got to worry about it. Okay. Honestly, I think with the bit that goes up into this, I think I'm not going to have wood here. I'm going to leave it open. And we'll kind of have if there's a bit exposed here, kind of have that as like a gate for the smell to leave. All right. Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to do... stripped... stripped oak logs to add that variation. That way it's... Don't strip the acacia. Okay, I can't reach it. Hold up. That way you add that variation in there, and it's not just all bland. So that looks very nice. Yeah. Whoa. That was crazy. Goes in for another sip. Okay. Hi. Hi, how are you? As I've always said, randomness is clumpy. So if you're ever doing stuff, make sure you put things in clumps. If you're trying to achieve human randomness, you're going to need them clumps in there. Because that's actually more likely random. Like this is more likely to happen in random situations. Which is why sampling randomly is the most effective way. Because you get the least variated results. Because it's not fabricated. So it's like very interesting how that kind of works out. Whoop. That's wrong. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for the wood here. Because obviously I have 4 wood there. But then we're going to have the roof that goes up. So it might cover it, and we might just leave it. Or it might be enough to actually have... to have like a air vent, almost. Alright, now I got to think what to do. I wonder... This will look good. Doing the chiseled bookshelf. Nah, not with oak on oak. That won't really look good. I did do it over there, but I'm honestly not a fan of it over there. Okay, what if I'm crazy? That was totally intentional. Okay, what if I'm crazy? Nah, because it matches too closely with that, and that's meant to imitate sugarcane almost. I don't know. I don't think it's right for this build specifically. I'm thinking maybe composters. Ooh, note blocks. Let me make a couple of them. Excuse me, I got the hiccup. Someone be silent for a little while. Okay. Hiccup should be gone. Oh, I need 4 more. Casually face planted there. Not gonna worry about it. One more, por favor. I missed. Oh, that was weird. So, our TV is on the wall right next to my room. And when the person, whoever was speaking, it kind of vibrated, and it sounded like it was right in my ear. So it was just like, woo woo, was just like vibrating in my ear, and I thought there was a bug flying right in, and I was like, what? Yeah, I like that. I like the dark way that contrasts. Okay. How much spruce do I have? Barely any. Okay. I need to chop some spruce down. That way I can build up the roof for that section, and then figure out where the roof of the other section is going to be. Bonkus. Coolio Beanio. We should be able to get enough spruce from these three. This is our little tree chopping area, but I'm probably going to move it closer to my mob farm, which is past the beacon over there. That was our quarry, right? I just want it to be out of view, because I kind of have it in view right now, and it looks kind of bad being right next to the water's edge. And then on the plains kind of area that's back there, I plan to do a Japanese style area. So more in that plains area will be like rice farms and all that kind of stuff. And then past that, there's a village right there. I'm going to do like a harbor village. But I'm going to make it in the style of like a Japanese style. So Japanese boats and buildings. Because I'm really like the way Joel has done his base. That's Smallish Beans on Hermitcraft. I really like his base. And it's really inspired me to build a Japanese style something. I also watch a lot of anime, so I'm already like, I really like Japanese building in general because I see it all the time there. So I kind of want to imitate that. So I'm going to do one of those gates at the front of the prairie area. And then, of course, on the other side, we'll have the farmer villager kind of area where we'll do the same thing of we'll have a couple buildings that line the outside and then a bunch of rice farms that'll line that area as well. And then it'll kind of like, oh, okay, you get the farm, and then you go to the more condensed populated area, which will be the actual town itself, which will be the harbor town. So that's my current like plan as like a secondary project. Once we get the prairie done, we'll build the harbor town, and then we'll move on from there and we'll go somewhere else and build another town in another theme elsewhere. And so I kind of want to have all these, like, themed areas where it's like, okay, here we have this and that. Like, I'm definitely going to want to build a castle at some point. So there's your, like, medieval. Man, this area looks so plain without all those trees. Dang, man. I got rid of a lot of them. I want to put away the saps first. Bonk. Alright, now we gotta build the roof to this thing. Shove that in there. Shove all those in there. Pull them back out, because I do need them. Bonkus that. Do I have... No. Do that. Keep that as backup. Okay. And I'm just going to do a simple A-frame. I don't think I want to do anything super fancy with this roof. I think A-frame will do the job nicely. Okay, cool. Yes, these guys are going to get covered up. You'll be able to see them from the inside. Because we have the rafters, we're not really going to... I think I'm going to have, like, a small attic space up here where you can tweak the gear and stuff. And then, of course, I actually need to build the water wheel. Which, now that is actually a task that kind of... Oh, nope. It's a task that kind of scares me. Though I might do the reverse of what Pearl did and have it be dark and then get darker. Because I think I want to use dark oak wood. I'll figure out what I'm going to do for the roof over here once I get the secondary roof in. For now, we'll just kind of build the roof and figure it out as we go. So I'm not really sure. And we'll just plop this down. And then we're going to do like a shed style roof for this section here. For where we're like move the water basins and all that. All that good jazz. Ooh. My neck's starting to get tense. Build all this guy. Build all this up. Alright. Whoop. And tomorrow, I'm going to be live again at 7. Going to try going live every single day. At 7 o'clock. Except for Sundays. Sundays, I go live at 3 o'clock. Though I might switch it to 7 just to match the rest of what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Seeing as I stream at 7 every other day, it makes sense to do so for Sunday. The only reason I didn't do that in the past was because of college life, and I normally went to dinner with friends and other guys on the hall. So it makes sense to kind of save that time for that, which I will definitely be doing that again. When I get to college this upcoming semester. So in terms of like live streaming during college time, I'm not sure what that's going to look like. I would assume to have the same schedule. My school schedule is pretty much the exact same as this last semester is. Though I have other responsibilities. I'm a part of my hall leadership. So I do have a little bit more responsibility and things I have to go to and do, which might alter some of the live streaming that I could do, and definitely it'll slow down YouTube content because I won't have as much time to make YouTube videos. But I tend to have a lot of time on my hands. But school will always come first. Academics, then school life, all that kind of stuff will always come first before my live streaming. Unless I can start making money on this and it ends up becoming more of a job, then I would treat this as a job. So then things might actually change, at least for live streaming. For YouTube videos, that probably would still kind of remain in the hobby area. Right now, live streaming is technically a hobby for me, but it could be subject to change into more of a job if that ends up becoming a possibility. Because right now, I don't really make money from this. There goes the Coke. I need a bigger trash can, man. It gets full real fast. Okay. Thinking of doing a double up. So that does leave that gap in there for a place where, like, smell can get out. Because right now, like, we're going to have donkeys down there, so it's kind of stink. So if we have somewhere for the smell to go to, make a little bit more sense. Do that. We could actually put a lantern on that, so that would kind of make sense. I kind of like that. Yeah, I like this. I like this. I'm probably going to need more slabs than that. For being honest here. It always takes more than I think it's going to take. I might leave this as 1 because it's really close to this guy. They're not going to touch each other. But it'll be like a 1 block gap. Which I don't really know if I'd want that. In terms of over here, I'm going to use oak in that area to lift this up. And because this nicely ends on the exact block that I need it to end, that makes life very handy. And I like the 2 blocks because I don't really want it going up way too fast or too steep. And because it's a much larger area, it would look very steep if I didn't. So I kind of like the way that this looks. So now it's rinse and repeat. And then I got to figure out exactly how this section's going to look. How it's going to work logically. Which in reality, I might just have a bunch of mechanics up there, like gears and stuff that are spinning from that'll spin the wheel somehow. Maybe I'll even have gears like it'll go up here and kind of speed it up a little bit. Because it's such a big wheel, it needs more oomph into it. So the donkeys can only go so fast. So like up here, I don't know, maybe physics-based will do some stuff. Like that goes... Oh, we'll need a... Oh, it actually works out quite nicely. Because then I can do this. Which I don't really know if I'm going to want to have that in there. And then 4 over here, we'll leave that. I like that, actually. I like the way that looks. I like the way that looks. And then I like how this goes over just slightly farther. So it makes me think maybe this should go out to about yay. I liked it better without this. I think it's fine that it doesn't match up because it's on opposite ends. So I still think it works. One thing I didn't really think about was that. So one option is remove it and buff out that section. Actually, you know what? I think that's probably the best bet. Is to buff that section out. Just kind of roll with it. What this basically does is it gives a little bit of texture for the area. Whew. I missed. That's okay. Land back on that. And slam the face. And I can't reach. That's okay. Oh, dang it, I missed. Hold up. Maybe this top section shouldn't get it. Now that I'm looking at it, might make more sense. Oh, I need to fix this. Should just stop there. Oh no, it goes all the way up to that. But for this one, it'll just stop there. I think that works. It's like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Give me that. So 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do that again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let me make a couple more slabber jabbers. One, two, three. I think that'll work. This just adds texture to the build. That way it's not like a flat roof. And it also solves the issue we were having. Now look at that. One thing I do gotta fix though is this. That looks really bad. It needs to be acacia for that to work. Where'd that go? Okay, let me fix this. Okay, that looks a lot better. I don't know. Should I keep this lip here? I don't know if that looks good. It kind of looks wrong, honestly. But, like, at the same time, I feel like it's going to look even weirder because it's going to be flush with this and not have any overhang. So that might look weird. I don't know. Oh, I needed... I'm gonna remove it. Just because... I don't think it... I don't know. I don't know what I need to do to fix the way that it looks. Let me go over to the other side of the river here. Yeah, because that looks rough. So maybe just like... Maybe just like this section I make. That. How does that look? Okay, that looks a lot better. And I think, honestly, I might put a lantern on the end here. Maybe have it like on a chain. That might make this look a little bit more natural. But I think I'm going to leave it like that. And I'm not going to bring those over. The fact that that doesn't line up is slightly annoying. Yeah, this is not lined up at all. Like, you look at it from this, you have the 3s, right? Just kind of spitballing ideas here. Ooh, actually, yeah, I really like that. I do need that, though. I'm not going to do it to that side, though. Yeah. I think that definitely gives the vibe of something coming through there. But that way we can keep it open. You know what I mean? That way we can keep this inner bit open here. Now I just need, like, a ladder somewhere to get up here. And this needs to obviously turn into something. I'm gonna need to mess around with, like, gears and stuff. But I think we'll leave that for tomorrow's stream. I'm gonna end it here. I'm feeling it. We're gonna end it here. We'll live stream tomorrow, 7 o'clock. And we'll be finishing this up. Hopefully. Getting this done. We got the main frame of this done. Main concepts and everything. So I think this looks pretty good as is. I'll need to figure out what to put in that space. Which, honestly, I might just leave it open. If I'm being honest. I'll just leave it open. Then, obviously, we need to get a water wheel. The inside area here. Oh, this is a 4x4. That's a little annoying. Though we could make this too thick. And that'll fix that problem. But yeah, we're going to end it. We're going to end it there. Oh, the long way that owned. So let me get the verse set up today. The verse of the stream. We're not quite done yet. It has only been one day. We're going to be in John 8:12 ESV. That doesn't need to be capitalized. Whoever. But beautiful. Done. Mega clicks. I need a mod or something that allows me to jump to the last page. Alright, John 8:12. Again, Jesus spoke to them, saying, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. So he's talking to the disciples, presumably. Yeah, I think he's talking to the disciples. And basically saying how Christ himself is the light of the world. That's fact. And so whoever follows him will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. And so when we know him and we have that light, we're able to shine that light on other people and be able to spread the word. So that kind of relates to how in this, the love of God was made manifest among us. You have that kind of symbology there. And then, of course, well, not even symbol. That's not even a symbol. That's like just straight up truth. Like the love of God and the love of Christ is within us. So that we may, going to, which one is it? So that way, with Romans, so that we may preach the word to other people, here it is again that will be the light and the lamp for people who are in the darkness, because whoever follows him will not be in the darkness. So we want to make sure we follow him so we're not in the darkness, so we can help other people also not be in the darkness. Beautiful little message there. Also, welcome in Driftwood. You are coming in at the end of stream, but that's okay. If you follow, you can stick around. I'll be live tomorrow at 7 o'clock EST, and the following days at 7 o'clock EST. And yeah, I do have my rules as scriptures, because I figured the best way to give the rules is through scriptures. I mean, it sums it up really nicely there. But we're going to go ahead and end there. So for those of you who are on the YouTube side of things, go ahead and sit tight. Thank you for the follow, Driftwood. Much appreciated. And for those of you on Twitch, we're going to go ahead and raid. And Denalid should be live. I got to raid Denalid. One of these days, I'm going to raid JJ Realms. We can mute the desktop. Raid Denalid. Whoop, I misspelled it. Denalid TX.
Yep. I figured
All right.
you would.
It's gonna, the raid message is scooching on in with the good news. STK Live High, STK Live Heart, STK Live Raid. These are all follower emotes. And STK Live, or Live, sorry. There is no E, just the way it works. Bang. If you want to subscribe, you'll be able to use it. It's a wolf with a gun. It's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and raid on over. And bam. And that's going to do it for today. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be live 7 o'clock tomorrow. Bye.